Welcome back. If you want to continue with the notes, chords, musical scales, and so on, first we must understand some basic concepts of sound. These concepts are inherent to the very nature of sound and are amplitude, frequency, and timbre. Knowing these characteristics is crucial because we will also use them to our advantage when composing. In this episode, we are going to explore amplitude. The first thing we need to understand is that sound is a wave that travels through a medium, in this case, the air. But there are waves of all kinds, and they share the same characteristics. Let's think about the sea. A small wave reaching the shore is not the same as a powerful tsunami capable of destroying buildings. The size of that wave, or how high the wave is, that is what amplitude represents. In the world of music, we notice this very easily when we increase or decrease the volume of a sound. The higher the amplitude of a sound, the louder we perceive it, and the lower the amplitude of a sound, the softer we hear it. When the amplitude reaches zero, we hear silence. Amplitude is measured in decibels, abbreviated as dB. The more decibels a sound has, it means that its amplitude or volume is higher. Why is it important? Because within music theory, there are some modulations that can be done to the amplitude to achieve interesting effects. For example, when a sound goes up and down in amplitude, it is said to have tremolo. Now let's look at this drum rhythm. I have the usual kick and snare and a cymbal sounding on each step. If we look at the bottom part, we'll see a property of each sound called velocity. Velocity is the volume of each individual sound or note. This is different from the overall volume of the sound. This is important because I can make my compositions sound different by changing the velocity. It can be done randomly or even better rhythmically. For example, I will set the sounds on step 1 of each beat to 50% velocity. The sound halfway through each beat will remain the same. And for the rest of sounds, I will lower the velocity to 75%, like this. Let's listen. Now we have the same rhythm, but it has a different interpretation. That is the power of velocity. We can even create polyrhythm in velocity. For example, I will set all steps to 50%. Now I will leave 2 steps as they are, set 1 to 100%, leave 2 untouched, set 1 to 100%, and so on until the end of the bar. As you can hear, this is much more interesting. We are leveraging the volume property to emphasize a rhythm, and this is crucial not only when dealing with percussion, but also within composition with the notes, which we will learn later. The simple act of varying velocity can convey some kind of feeling or emotion to the sound we are using. Jumping ahead a bit to the following classes, let's listen to this piano. If I now change the velocity of the notes, we will see how the intention changes. It feels different. These small changes in velocity completely transform what we are composing and add a more organic, human, and interesting dimension to our songs, if they are applied correctly. So you have homework. Investigate in your music production software where the velocity controls are. Use the rhythms you have created from previous classes, but now change the velocity rhythmically to see what you can achieve. Practice, and I'll see you in the next class.